Good evening, everyone. This is just a pre-warm-up jobby. Hope everyone's well. Obviously, we've got Ash here tonight, and we're talking this little lovely affair that we've been cracking on with over the last couple of months. And we just want a live trial of it, basically. So, yeah, how are you all? I'm going to run the VT in a second, and then we'll bring Chris and Ash in, and we'll just start having a bit of fun with it, eh? But, yeah, let's roll it. Let's roll it. I can't even say Chris, roll the VT. He's not on. There we go. See you all in a second. Hello.
I didn't even know I was coming on. I was just jiving away.
I brought you on, Ash, but yeah, how is everyone? We've got lots of people in chat. We've got Lucy, we've got Ash. Obviously, we've got Ash. We've got Angela. Hello, Angela. How you doing? We've got Kieran. We've got Mr. Sweeney. How you doing, mate?
Howdy all. Hi.
Look, everybody's in tonight. Everybody. Simon62. Hello. How's your week been? And we're here for a purpose, aren't we? What's that purpose, Chris? Throwing him under the bus. Oh, what's that, mate? What's that? Oh, hang on, I'll put a bottle as well.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it's our first collab affair.
So excited. I want to try it now.
You can't, not just yet, man. Just not just yet. But yeah. Hiya. Oh, it's Assad. Hello, mate. How you doing, mate?
Hello, Assad.
We're all in. But yeah, how's everyone's week been, Chris? What have you been up to?
Absolutely SFA. It's been glorious. Just work and play.
Yeah. What did you think of the thumbnail? Was it a little bit too much or just a little bit?
No, I thought it was hilarious.
Nice.
Harder than a mummy's. Yeah. Oh, Nigel Little. Mr. Anderson, how are you doing, sir?
Hey,
yeah, we've all been sat in our hands this week. Well, I haven't because I've been very naughty. But I've already tried this. I've done the pre-steep. I've pretty much gone through that, and this is like a fresh off the board kind of version. It still does need a bit of steep time on there, but we wanted to get some feedback from Ash straight off the bat, and then level it live on air and see what needs to be done. But yeah, it's just been busy, man. It's been busy. What have you been up to, Ash? Apart from modelling?
Oh, mate, eat, sleep, work, repeat for me, bud. Obviously, been ploughing out with the antidote stuff for most of the week, getting all the bits and bats done with that. And then today, we've been prepping up for the big show tomorrow, which is what you see behind me. So yeah, been busy, but this is the highlight, guys. It's been horrible. Like I got this. Obviously, the postman Pat delivered this to me about 3-4 days ago now.
Yeah.
And it's modern day torture. Like sending me that, knowing what it is, and then saying don't touch it until we go live is like
what are you going to be using it and what are you going to be sampling it on, mate?
So I've got it in my Asgard. This is my go-to, my little Asgard mini. this is just my old reliable for me. So I've put a fresh build in it just before the live. I'm going to get it saturated. I'm going to burn it to try and speed up that wicking time. And then hopefully, I'm just going to get insane flavours from this. I'm very excited.
Just before we move on, does anyone else do that when they've done a build? Do you do the dry burn? Do you run a lighter across your cotton? I do. Do you, Chris? No. Does anyone in our little chat? Do you burn your cotton in? It just takes away all of those stray hairs, doesn't it? And like those stray
for the guys that have jumped onto this from our side of things, the first time they saw me doing it, they were like, "What are you doing, you maniac?" And then but I massively prefer doing that. It just speeds up that bedding in process, especially with a fresh build.
It's really old school, isn't it? That's like an old school way of doing things. I've done it for a long time. But I picked up a new mod this week. It's not new, but I've really fallen in love with it. It's a little... Anyone heard of Arctic Dolphin?
Mm-hmm. I haven't heard of Arctic Dolphin.
So these came around... Right, this mod is now... I think came out in 2016, I do believe. So
Hayes did a review on it, didn't he?
And the Bogan. So, yeah, I picked it up this week from obviously one of our team who didn't really get along with it, but it's a 26.
Did smash it up by any chance?
I don't think he did, mate.
He usually doesn't.
Did he? But I'm really enjoying it because, I love wood. So I've got a little single battery, 26650.
Oh, nice.
And just lovely little stab
wood.
Is that
pure stab wood or is it just a stab wood?
Yeah. I'll have a look on the gubbins, but I'm sure it's stab wood all the way through, but it's in like that metal framework.
Nice.
But yeah, it's stabby all the way through. I don't know if you can see that.
Evening, George.
You see it on the internal, so it's stab wood all the way through and through. So I'm looking forward to getting this.
If that was dual battery, I would have been up for it just like, that's awesome.
George is in the house. How you do get Ash in drag. Everyone's seen the bumper, man. Everyone's sorry, Ash.
No, mate, they've been at it for the past 3 months. They want to get me back in drag. It's never going to happen, but I admire the dedication.
What can we do today to make that happen?
Modfather does RuPaul's drag race.
Oh,
every single person, including Market Vapes. Oh, my word, it'd be amazing.
Anyhow, back to this. Subject change.
If you don't like it, you can always sashay away.
Chris, you're brutal. But yeah, just trying to think what else we've been up to. Obviously, we've got the website going. Ash, feel very free to use that. Put the antidote on there and talk about your product. Anybody? Obviously, we've got a lot of reviews and stuff in the chat now. If get on that forum, talk about things. Promote your YouTube channels, your Facebook pages, groups, whatever you want to do on there. It is for the community to use. We didn't build it just for oneism. We do enough of that. So we built it for the public. So feel very free to use that, guys. And I mean it. Awesome. Just use it for your own. Promote great things. Whether you're from the UK, the US, Bahrain, it doesn't matter where you are. You can use the forum. Get involved. We're going to do a monthly giveaway on activity over there. So you'll be getting a lovely little gift from Chris. So whoever's the most active on there every month will get. So, it's going to be worthwhile being on there. And it's going to be great fun as well. So, yeah, get involved in that. So promote yourself, promote your business, your product, whatever you want. Get on there because Facebook ain't going to be around forever, is it?
No, definitely not.
For vapors anyway. It's always going to be there because it's just one of those things. But, use this little community tool for yourself.
I think also it's a great post with Facebook would be pissing into the wind.
Yes, they're clamping down. There's more restrictions coming in, more groups closing, and it's just getting a bit annoying, isn't it?
Oh yes.
It is. But yeah,
and if you see a post about toasters, please make sure to comment.
Yeah, Chris is on about buying an industrial toast maker, so that's capable of knocking out 1,300 slices of toast per hour. Just in case he's peckish. But he's got his finger on the button buying this industrial machine.
Well, is it one of them conveyor belt ones?
It's the proper sexy conveyor belt. You just put it on, it rotates it through and just spits it out for you. It's just like, should I?
So it's like one of them high-end ones you see on holiday, but even more so.
Yeah.
It could be your new TikTok sensation. Like, what else can I toast? An apple.
Yes.
A banana.
Chris, we could have discovered somebody here. You could have your own channel toasting things. You know, like those crushers and those little teethy things that rip things apart. You could do that with toast. There we go.
I just feel like I'd be like Talkie the Toaster from Red Dwarf, though. It's just like, do you want a muffin? What about a crumpet? What about a waffle?
It is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, obviously we don't. I don't think that's going to happen, George. Sorry, I don't think that's going to happen tonight. But if it does, magic. I'd love to see Ash dressed up. He is on about. See, Lucy's saying, "Is he on about toast again?" Yes, he is on about toast again. He's very much so on about toast.
I was debating having 6 slices before coming on. It's like I could really do with some toast. It's like, no, I'll be good. The granary can wait.
Oh man, yeah. Oh man, and anything shit that we review or we've got kicking about, we just bang it through the toaster. No batteries, of course. We don't want those things blowing up, but the mods.
I don't know. The industrial toaster can take it.
Yeah, these new mods are IP68 rated. We'll see about that. Put it in the toaster.
But will it handle the toaster? I don't think so. But yeah, Chris, do you have a beer tonight? I very much think you will have, because you're an absolute beast.
Of course I do. I'm on Circle of Snakes, an 8% oaty malty citrusy beer.
Has that been picked purposefully? Circle of Snakes sounds very passive aggressive there, Chris.
No, it's just what my other half bought. It's like, oh, I got you some beers for your live. It's like, sweet. Oh. It's like, which is the coolest looking one? This one. Started supping it. It's like, it's 8%. It's like, oh no, it's loopy juice.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Excellent, Lucy. You find Chris that toast porn. He will. Just crumbs everywhere, rubbing it in. But yeah, it sounds like you've got an enemy within there if he's buying you that, mate. Just saying.
Oh, I already know he's a Judas.
Oh, are you one later with George? Ash.
Oh, what's that?
That can be Ash's fault.
Oh, no. So on our lives at the minute, every week, we've got something going on with the viewers. So every week we get a viewer on and they get sent a parcel that is wrapped in copious amounts of sellotape. And they're not allowed to use anything except their hands to get into it. So
are you allowed to use your teeth?
No, just your hands. So there's like these multiple rolls of different types of tape, and yeah, it's hilarious to watch. Sometimes people end up getting cuts all over their hands, and it's just funny.
That sounds like a standard parcel from Chris.
Well, yeah.
I've never seen so much tape used in all my days. What's that, Lucy?
Hey, I could use a heat gun.
Yeah, just shrink wrap it thousands of times. It is very much our style. But yeah, like I said, it's been a busy week. The forum's there. We can now go. I did have a banner, but Ash has knocked it up because it's like a three-way screen. I wonder if we can do it like no.
Hey.
It won't do it like that.
Me off. I'll just be a random voice in the background.
The voice from
only you can hear me.
I'm your conscience.
Obviously, we do have a banner. 2 seconds. I'll remove Ash for a second. It was supposed to look all pretty. There we go. So it was supposed to be nice and pretty like this, but then Ash comes in.
Ruin everything.
So yeah, we can. I don't want writing through your face. I don't want writing through your face. I'll take that off. So we'll run banner free tonight. But yeah, hope everybody in the chat is fine and well. Anybody watching on the replay, also hope you're well. Obviously, you're being told about that forum, which is definitely worth getting involved in. You know, those packages are going to be absolutely banger. And it's just a nice way to get your advocacy out there, your reviews out there, and stuff such as that. But yes, who wants to do a little drippy drip first?
Well, I need to start getting this bedded in because, like I said, the fresh build is in there. So I'm going to crack the seal.
Oh, beautiful noise!
What are we getting off the smell?
Ooh, just the smell. I'm getting a lot of creaminess. I'm definitely getting that creamy note in the smell, followed by what it's meant to be in the main flavour. I don't want to give too much away. I don't know what I can and can't say here, so I'm just like
free ball it.
The flavour that should not be named. It's the Voldemort of the e-liquid world. Yeah. I'm looking forward. Right, it's going on. It's going on the cotton.
I've got to do the same. I'll just break the seal. I'm sure everyone will hear it. Here we go. There we go.
I'm going to take the lid off. Is what I'm going to do, because I'm going to balance this up with sweetness and stuff. I've never used one of these little coily jiggies.
Coily tools.
What's going on top of it? What tank have you got?
On this, I've got the blotto, mate.
All right, okay.
I'm running
So it's like you can measure it, can't you? So it's like, I think blotto's like a 3, isn't it? Off the top of my head.
How would that have? Yeah, I'm no good with this. Like, I'd be no good as a lady trying to multitask, doing random things like that you cannot see. So, like putting bras on, I'd be no good at that.
Jesus.
Mate, I can bear. If I can't see my shoelaces, I can't tie them.
Eyebrows gone.
If I can't see it, I can't do it.
Oh, it's nice.
You enjoying it?
I should hope so.
Obviously, it's not balanced. It's not balanced yet. We haven't balanced it as far as sweetness and coolness. Why should it be cool, you ask?
that jammy nut really is working.
It does. It's really good. It obviously it does need that sweet. It's got zero sweetener in there at all.
I don't know. I don't know if it even needs it.
I think it does. I'd say it does need a little bit of sweetness in there. But I've been running this in the stock tank this week, and it's really been working pretty well. But
what flavours are you picking up, Ash?
Burning hair. Please say burning hair. No.
It's a really great burning cotton. Best bottle of burning cotton I've ever had.
Yeah.
Hey, Christian.
It's an interesting one, that. It's all gone smoky, sorry. Just smoke the place. Smoke alarm's going to go off in a minute. I've not covered that up.
Stars in the rise. So tonight I'm going to be.
I know what you're saying there. You get that you can definitely pick up that jammy and then the creaminess at the start. And then, again, do these guys know what this is yet?
No. But let's have a deep delve into Ash's past. Anybody know Ash's favourite flavour? In the comments. What's Ash's favourite flavour? So if you know Ash's favourite flavour, hashtag his favourite flavour. And then we kind of might get on the right track.
Everyone knows what my favourite flavour is. That's all I've vaped for the past 6 months.
Yeah.
Hello, Mr. Mank. Twitter. There's a missing S on there.
Here they come. Here we go.
Twister. So Twister is Ash's favourite flavour. So, Obviously, Ash sent me a bottle up, didn't you, Ash? And I had a taste of yours, and it is absolutely stunning. Probably one of the most authentic twisters I've tried to date.
Thank you.
You know, it's got the creams there, it's got the citrus there. It's really, really good.
And just as a bit of an update on that, is I took your advice on board, and it has now got that centerpiece to it as well. So
excellent stuff.
I've managed to play around with it, and it's got that sort of center strawberry raspberry.
Yeah, a little bit of jamming.
I bet it's flying out with that center.
People loving it. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to retry that new one then. Damn it, I'll have an order in this week. But yeah, obviously Ash's favourite flavour is Twister. So we have done kind of an ode to that. So we've gone a Twister, but very tropical, you know, a tropical Twister.
Yeah.
And we do have ideas for different kinds of Twisters as well. So obviously this is unsteeped. I made this up on Tuesday. Then it was nicked up and shipped out on Wednesday. No, it got there Wednesday, didn't it?
Yeah.
That was pretty good going, man. So I made it on Tuesday, got it shipped out overnight. So this has had 0 steep time. Obviously the creams haven't had time to develop, the fruits haven't had time to like rise to the top yet. So bearing that in mind, where do you think it is?
So I was expecting it to be the other way around. So when I've been sort of looking at it and going like, oh, what is it? What are you going to taste like? In my head, it was going to be that tropical citrus hit at first, and then the creaminess and the, like you say, in the jam maybe coming as in the background. Whereas at the minute, and again, bit of balancing maybe, and a bit more of a steep might bring those flavors forward more. Yeah. Like I said, at the start, I'm getting is that creaminess, that bit of jam at the start, and then once that's had a good couple of seconds to settle, is then that twist, that sort of tropicalness and the fruitiness comes through, and then that just sort of sits. And it sits quite nice as well, actually. Like I said, I don't actually think there's an awful lot that needs doing with it.
No. Do you think it needs sweetness? I personally do think it needs a little bit of sweetness injecting into that.
Bit of sweetness.
So on a scale of 0 to Malaysian, where would you go? That's right, wouldn't it?
I won't go to Malaysia anyway. Nowhere near to Malaysia.
So if 0 being none and Malaysia being 3, where would you put it on that scale?
Personally, maybe like between 1.5, not loads. I don't think it needs loads.
I don't think it does, but I'm going to do these adjustments now on this bowl.
Yeah.
Obviously, I should have told you to grab some from your lab, shouldn't I? Like get some sweetener, get some WS20. I mean, it won't take away from the fact that it does require steeping, but you would have been able to get the kind of more of a gist there. So I'm just going to add this in now while we're talking.
I think that's what I'm going to do now. Is I'm going to revisit this every few days and just sort of go through that steeping journey with it and just see how it develops.
So
but
1.5 grams per 100 ml in there now. But if you can, mate, obviously take the notes away from this and take it back and say, right, obviously you do have a mixer, to say add 1.5% sweetener in there, and then we'll work on the obviously it has cooladder in, because I wanted that kind of tiny, it only has a tiny bit of cooladder in. I wanted that minty coolness.
Yeah.
But I also want the straight up cooling effect of WS23. So it is a bit of a mix up. You don't find many liquids that generally compromise at both. It's either one or the other. You use minty, like cooladder in minty things that you want minty.
Yeah, well, that was the sort of conundrum I had with mine is, do I just put the cooladder in and people are just going to have to accept that it's a cold vape?
Yeah.
Or do I kind of cater for the masses? And the route I went for was don't put any cooladder in.
Yeah.
And then give people the option to buy an iced Nick shot.
Yeah.
I don't. But I've got these things, which is just like I say, it's just an iced Nick shot. So people have got the option. If you don't want that cold vape, they can have it without. If you want it, then stick it in and you get brain freeze.
You've really got me wanting to try that new Twister, man. The Twister Revisited.
I'll get some out. Don't you worry about that. I'll get some.
I love you. Love you. Tropical Twister. So yeah, it's going to be a tropical Twister, guys. Right, let's look at minty. Who's potato? Hi, peeps and potato.
I go by several aliases.
That was wicked. So yeah, I've added some sweetness to that, and already you can even smell those flavours lifting.
Yeah.
You can smell the fruits coming through a little bit more. So on a scale of 0 to subarctic, where would you see it? How do you want to see this?
Go on, say again.
So on a scale, like as far as cooling, we've just been talking about cooling, where would you want to see this? 0 to subarctic, 1 to 3.
See, I'm going off my own personal experiences with, obviously, genuinely, for everyone that's watching, I have vaped no other flavour other than Twister for the past 6 months. Like, Vapor's Tongue, I think I'm past that point. I just get the flavour every time. I've gone through several boxes of head candy, which is just like licking a 9-volt battery when you eat them sweets. But I'd probably, again, not overly too much coolness in it. Again, maybe between like a 1 and a 2, play around.
I'll go for a 1.
If you go for the 1, people can always add an ice shot.
Yeah, this is about generally grade, like my liquids are. I think, like, how sweet do we want this? Do we want it 0 to Malaysian, or do we want it 0 to subarctic? That's kind of what I do.
Yeah.
But it's good putting that control with the person that's getting it developed. Do you know what I mean? Rather than saying, "Oh yeah, have this. This is our our interpretation." We want other people to get involved. So that's why I've kind of sent it to you as the way it is, because I wanted that feedback to say, yeah, I think it does actually need a little bit of sweetness, and it does need a little bit of this, just to be nice, really. Any more progress on the family disappointment? We are working on it, mate. Working on it very hard, in fact. So expect to see a boozy number coming soon. I mean, over the last couple of weeks, we've done a couple of boozy numbers, haven't we, on the live lounge?
Well, you're working on the boozy range.
Yeah.
The drunken uncle range is going to be fantastic.
Well, I'm looking forward to that then. I had some. I can't remember what the name of the company was, but we got sent. Well, last I got sent samples, and I saw them and went, "Well, I am going to take them because I want to try them." But it was like a full alcoholic range, just your typical drinks like your JD and Cokes, hot toddies, fireballs, all sorts. But yeah, there's not many of them out there that I've seen that really try and go down that road with it.
Mate, I tried some at Expo, and I don't think it was Dr. Vape. It was, but can you remember? I think it could have been the last Expo, the one just before, probably the March of 2018. Or no, it'll be in the October 2018. And they did like a lager one, and they did a rum one, and they run next to Induced, I think. So they did
lager and lime would be awesome.
But they did it like a rum, just not rum mixes, just like rum lager, and they were so nice. They were so nice, and like they had a bit of a sweetness about them that you wouldn't expect from like a beer, but they were really Moorish. Now I wish I'd have. He was trying to stock me up on that day, and I was like, I wish I had now because I've never seen it.
There, hopefully it'll hit like a drunk uncle at his
Yes,
love that.
But yeah, obviously we've got vintage cola. It's going to be rude not to do a rum and coke with that, isn't it? It's going to be absolutely.
Oh yes,
we'll be doing an injustice by not doing that, and we've got a couple of more in the pipeline as well.
Energy cola. Oh, cough.
Yeah, energy cola. We could do. Yeah, Chris is. Oh man. Obviously, it's something that I don't really like. I've tried it. Someone tried a certain brand of energy drink, and it's like, that Christmas time, there's a lorry with all lights on. It's kind of belonging that brand, and it's an energy version. I didn't like it, man.
Yeah,
awesome.
I know what you mean. I were a fan of that.
What?
I didn't like it either, Chris. Sorry, I didn't like it.
Now, Jess, on the other hand, she loved it. So you get on with her. She was like buying them in crates of the snow.
Yeah, but I've got to try and clear this tank out to try the new. So just I might do it. Grimmy, just kick back, listen to music. Has anyone been watching any advocacy and stuff like that? I've been obviously when I'm on night shift, it's kind of all I do. So I've been watching like a lot of advocacy stuff that's going on in the US. Is there anything new that's happened? I know they were trying to ban menthol last time I heard last week.
I mean,
it's getting mental.
They're losing battle over there, aren't they? It's a bloody nightmare. But I think given the way that their government works, like even if you get 5 trillion signatures and protests and all this thing, they don't listen. Their government, they're just like, no, we don't agree. We're just going to ban everything. Deal with it.
Yeah.
It's like, the question for them is,
it's equivalent of a child going like this and going, no.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it's like. We know it's better for you, a hell of a lot better for you, but we're not going to do it because we need the money.
Yeah.
So that is pretty much something what bottom of it.
So all the big cigarette companies like, take this money and be quiet.
Yes, exactly that. But yeah, has anyone in chat had a very interesting week? Have you done anything super exciting in lockdown? Are you not in lockdown? I think Wales is coming out of it first over here in the UK. I think that's next week, isn't it?
You can't follow it anymore. Are we still in lockdown or what?
I've given up. I've given up watching the news. Yeah.
Right, you're in lockdown. Don't see the other 9 households, please.
Wales is a big place. If you're from Wales, don't take offence to Chris. He just thinks it's a very small place, but in fact, it's quite a big place. It's all about perspective, isn't it? You know, it's like
I just mean the population demographic for the area is quite small.
It's like holding something up very close and then holding something really back, like far back. It's all perspective.
I've looked at Wales in comparison to Yorkshire. It's a lot bigger, but the population's not.
Yeah, it's denser, isn't it, in York?
Yeah, massively.
A lot denser population.
Hence why there's only 10 people there, right?
Yeah, you just keep going with that one. Yeah, I'm just going to. So, what you're getting from it now, Ash? Obviously, the creamy notes need to develop. The layering on those is insane. So you've got ice creams in there and certain other creamy aspects. Although, obviously, I can't disclose it. The thing in there, the ingredient list, but yeah, it's been a labour of love. Obviously, it took something like 7 weeks just to construct the base before we added any fruity notes in. That thing was stunning, man. I could just vape that all day, and that's just the creamy notes, man. Oh, here we go, Mr. Anderson. I'm gonna find you.
Did you? Oh.
Hang on, I'll go and grab them. I'll go and grab some.
What's the woodwork project?
So, Mr. Anderson, he does woodwork, but he does it for like 510s, arty stands, battery holders, all custom made, and they're absolutely beautiful.
It's
we do love his work.
So, these are battery stands, 21700s. And internally, they're staged so your batteries go at like different heights. So and the level across that is nigh on perfect. So the amount of detail.
I've never seen anything like that.
It's like it's all reclaimed wood as well.
So, fair play. That's a good shout. That.
And he's got his own mods out, fully. I think have you done one with a MOSFET now, Mr. Anderson? I don't know. I think I saw you wiring something. You might have one with a MOSFET in now.
I think I need to find Mr. Anderson on Facebook.
I'm gonna find him now. I'll find him now for you, and then post his link in here. Instagram. So you guys just chat amongst yourself. Instagram.
Well, I'm just going to keep vaping this.
Have you noticed, Ash, after like 3 or 4 draws, the flavour completely changes?
I'm getting more of the tropicalness now. Like that was coming in quite late at the start. Now maybe that's because it's bedding in a bit more now, or whether it's settling more again with the heat, or I'm getting more of the tropicalness coming through quicker. I'm still getting more of that creaminess at the start, but that tropicalness in the back is brilliant. Like I say, like it's once you've got a bit of sweetener in there, and I think that coldness. Because I do think when you do add that coldness, especially what I found in the past. The coldness makes the liquid. Like I've tried it without the ice shots, and for me, it's just not as good.
Well, I want to do this just for you, Ash. I want to do a screen share on Instagram.
Yes.
But I have dropped the link in here as well. So if anyone wants to, we definitely do go and follow Mr. Anderson. And here is his. Is that showing up for you guys? It is. Yep. It is excellent.
Yeah.
So let's have a look. And he's been very much so tinkering about with resins and stuff of late. Let's see if we can get some nice.
Look how realistic that wooden cat looks.
How lovely is that?
Skills
imagine how long it would have taken to carve that out. But yeah, he's been very busy sharing the love. I haven't tried that yet. Rochford project. I've heard loads of stuff about it.
We got a couple of bottles. Maybe a couple of months ago now. I was pleasantly surprised with it. It was nice. It even comes with like, you'll love this, Chris, because it comes with like a parchment little story with it. It's like stained parchment paper. It's epic. Oh, they're nice.
They're nice, and they come in their own little wooden boxes. And I'm sure, have I seen something about a special key to open them made out of a penny?
Ooh.
I'm sure I've seen that. But yeah, just like even filling in the knots with a bit of resin and sanding, the attention to detail is ridiculous. Let's have a look at Mr. Anderson's story. But they're pretty, man. And he makes these by hand. Oh, that's what we got there. There's our little shout out for the charity auction. But I just really like these. I mean, the feel, just the heat different. Like, you know, in your hand, holding a metal mod is quite cold. Where if you get a stab wood or just a wooden mod, but look at that. Look, that's him grafting away. Mate, you know, you're doing a bloody great thing, man. Keep it up. Keep doing that lovely stuff. There we go. So yeah, definitely have a look.
I'd love to see Overkill, Johnny Overkill, and Mr. Anderson link up.
Do a little collab.
Ooh, yeah, that'd be nice.
Like a stab wood Overkill.
It's got to be 821-700s though in series, because you know that thing is just beautiful.
Well, yeah, the Dominator that he does.
Yeah. I don't know if it's going to be cheap. Like, if you want to do like stab wood in the future and stuff, you can buy bits of stab wood block, can't you, from like eBay and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Obviously, you want to go into source. You don't want to be paying eBay prices. You want to be getting some distro wholesale price going on. But I think it's probably cheaper buying it like that than it is trying to recreate it yourself. Maybe. I would weigh those up if you're thinking about going into that. The penny doesn't work with the 21-700 tubes. Hello, Jessica. How are you doing?
That's your missus, isn't it?
Oh, bless you. Bless you. But yes, Mr. Anderson, keep doing what you're doing, mate, because you know your work is stunning. And I can attest to that the quality is absolutely insane and the price he charges is so low. You need to rethink that.
I'm going to go and find them on Instagram right quick.
Yeah, no bother, mate. Just get him added. But yeah, anyone we can, we're just diverting. If anyone wants anything wooden made up, go and see Mr. Anderson. So yes, we're on the tropical. I need to get rid of this tank, so I'm going to be chain vaping for about 5 minutes. And I'm going to top it up with, you know, the added Coolada shot.
I'm waiting for your head to go like the guy out with Scanners when he's doing the interview because you put too much in.
We're safe, man. We're safe.
That's part of one of the reasons why I don't really do RTAs, because when you get to that point where you want to put a new flavour in, I'm one of them where I can't just go and pour liquid down the drain or anything.
Oh God, no!
I've just got to sit there and go chain babe, chain babe, chain babe, chain babe. And he just keep looking at it. It's not going down. Keep going.
Have you been tempted to get one of those steam craves? I'm sure you'll love it. 18 mil, yeah.
Oh well, I mean the Titan. I mean, if you get the big glass, I think that goes up to like, is it like 31 mil that you can put into it or
35,
something?
35, I think.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Can you guys see along the bottom of the screen? Can you see the screen share that I've got on? It just looks like someone's masturbating now. It's still on the page, and it's just someone doing this. Obviously, it's Mr. Anderson, but because it's that small, it looks. But if you're on that page, it doesn't look like that, guys. Don't worry, he's not exposing. But I don't know. Should we do a little share of the website? Show people the forum.
Yeah,
we want people involved in that, so we might as well. We have that capability.
Show everyone the toaster box.
Oh yeah, we'll do that. That. So if you're interested in toast, obviously get this website bookmarked, liveloungeliquids.com. And it's quite a nice looking website, I think. I think we've if you go on here, liquid info, obviously disclaimer as standard. Liquid info. If you want to know more about the liquids that we've created thus far, it tells you a little bit. I don't know why it says heading 2 there. That needs taken out. Someone sneaks through. But it just tells you a little bit about each flavour. You can if you want to purchase something, just shop online. And then you've got Live Lounge products, guest products, tanks, mods, and stuff such as that. We aren't going to be massive into the tanks and mods and stuff, but this is where you can purchase them, guys.
That boutique's... Oh.
It's beautiful, isn't it? Everyone's in love with it.
I know you kindly sent some over for me to hand over to Assad, and I went to the shop today and I accidentally, on purpose, forgot to take them. I'm not going to lie.
Did he get the cola though? Did he get
No,
cola?
did he? Yeah, I got that as well. He is going to get it. I'm not going to keep him.
That's brilliant.
Eventually, but no, that boutiques is beautiful.
Isn't it, mate? Isn't it? So I'm going to click on the forum now, and we should see something about toast. Obviously, log in, sign up, get yourself involved, guys. And I have just created some new sections. We've got advocacy and news, live lounge forum, which a lot of those could be split into these now. And if anyone has any flavour ideas or recipes they want to share with the world, feel very free to drop them in this little section.
Yeah.
And give us a shout to say, I want this, and we might just make it. So yeah, general discussion.
I'm going on tonight, and I'm going to be chatting about I want an orange, mango, or papaya inspired e-liquid. Just guys, raising that banner.
But we've got loads of little discussions on here. Did I put a discussion on about? I don't think I did. I haven't put the discussion on here about the competition. I didn't. My bad. But it is across social media. It's on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. If you're not following us on there, get over there. Let's have a look at Chris's post. There he is. He's old Chris. Let's have a look.
You gotta love the title.
So, how many slices of toast for breakfast do you deem normal? And is it normal to dream of owning an industrial toaster? 1,130 slices per hour. Dizzy bitch here kind of chimed in. Toast is the lazy human's banquet. Nothing wrong with this at all. Quite often when on the hop, I'll participate in toast-based adventures. I'm assuming you can facilitate the 20-minute rule in here. So 1,130 divided by 3 equals 376 slices or 19 loaves of bread. I think you may be overshooting your ability to devour the crunchy bread treat. Maybe go for a good quality sport 6-slice toast there.
Lucy more blooming toast.
and then after he did that, I just got bombarded. And I don't mind shaming people. So I got bombarded and I just got loads of toast memes from Chris. And we want to have fun on there, guys. We want to have fun. So just go up. Yeah.
I mean, as you can see clearly, there's no subject off bounds with that.
No.
If we want to talk about anything and be creative, we're just going to bloody do it.
Yeah.
So if you're an artist and you want to share, pictures or just if you're creative and you've got a creative mind, get yourself in that forum. If you advocate, obviously the new sections are coming. Advocate in there as well. Do your Twitter, do your Facebook, but also get it in there. Get it in there as well. If it's not toast, it's trifle or papaya. Yeah, add to that or papaya, Lucy, because he absolutely goes mental.
Chris's basic idea of the perfect banquet would be toast, papaya, Yorkshire tea.
You know me so well.
It's got to be Yorkshire tea. But yes, get yourself in the forum. Whoever's the most active, we've only got 3 days till the end of the month, and I want to draw it. So you've got 3 days to get very active in there.
Yeah.
And we'll whoever wins that, they're going to get a nice little package of live lounge stuff and maybe other things as well.
Ooh.
So
we have got a few little designs, haven't we?
Yeah, we have some designs for t-shirts and other things that we're going to be launching very soon.
Chris versus Peter, good versus evil. Yeah.
I mean, if anyone saw the thumbnail, if anyone saw the thumbnail for this, and a lot of our thumbnails in the past for our YouTube and stuff like that, we're not bitches, basically. We're going to speak it, and we're going to just be ourselves and not give a shit about it. So if it's funny, if it's a little bit risque, if it's, just a little bit naughty, chances are we're going to do it. Because
like a picture of a mummy with my face on it.
Like a picture of a mummy and Ash in drag. Yeah, forum. I'll drop that link in. I'll drop that link in the forum for you, mate. Man, get the shots you're putting up for YouTube, put in there. Drop your link to YouTube in there and just do a little bit of a bant about it, mate. No bother.
Once you're back into doing your reviews, because you're taking a little bit of a break, aren't you?
Papaya jam.
That link didn't share to our live lounge liquids page, but it shared everywhere else.
Papaya jam toast. Oh my god.
So we do like a jam monster variant with papaya kind of thing. Papaya
it's
jam.
got to taste like proper butter. Proper butter.
Proper butter.
See, I've never
Not
messed about
spread.
before.
Proper butter.
I mean, I'm not making liquids tonight. We're just here to talk about that lovely thing, and let people know about the forum. Our charity work is nearly done. We've nearly raised that £1,000 for that charity now. So I think we're going to have one more burst of that, but it won't interfere with the live lounge on the weekend. I'll do it somewhere else and get back to mixing and stuff. So again, back on the forum, if you have any flavour ideas, bash them in. So papaya jam toast, if you want that making, we'll have a crack.
I'm going on the forum as soon as this finishes.
Well, we still have the charity liquid to create as well, don't we? And Chris is wanting a trifle, like a really authentic tasting trifle. And now speaking about...
I bidded by proxy.
I know who's bid on that, and then the day later you find out Chris has bid on that and he wants his fucking trifle. What are you going to call the new juice trying? Open your ideas, mate, really. I quite like what I did with the label, but obviously we're not going to do that. This was just as a sampler. So I really enjoyed that, like the light breakthrough with the blue on there. But it would be nice to do maybe something a little bit gangster, like a tropical twister.
I'm looking forward to what name you come up with for this.
I think it's probably going to be a twister, like popping a cap in the ass of... and
shooting sideways.
Yeah. It's going to be something like that, and just like another twister on the floor covered in blood and shit. So yeah, it's probably going to be along those lines, but open to suggestions, man. We'll try and personalise a lot of things. So yeah, we don't know what we're going to call it.
Truly twisted tropical twist. Truly twisted tropical. Truly twisted tropical twister.
Well, tongue tie.
Yeah.
I got tongue tied earlier on, didn't it? The twister. Yeah, yeah, mate. It's going to be one of those. It's going to be a battle. But it's like someone who was mentioning our boutiques, our coffee liquid. It was you, wasn't it, Ash, and Mank, just saying it's like the best coffee on the planet. But people are fighting over inside our own brand. We've got people fighting between boutiques and cola. There it is. There she is. So we've got people fighting over the same brand. It's not right, man. It's not right. Our man's just back. I'll give you a special badge.
Ash, cola versus boutiques. We've got a lot of division. Which one takes your spot?
I'd probably say the cola. However, only because I like my cola flavors. I like my fruity flavors. So that cola would be my sort of go-to on an every other day sort of thing. If it's obviously not Twister. But like sometimes you just want to sit back and just have like a nice deep dark like the coffee flavor, and you're like, oh, you're in heaven with it. Because I love that. I mean, it was when I first tried that boutiques, I wasn't expecting it to be that sort of. I always seem to get that really like black coffee taste at first, and then it sort of delved into that creamy honeyness.
It's creamy.
You guys went with, which was amazing. So yeah, just when you're in the mood for that, it's brilliant. But for the guys that like Jess vapes coffee flavors all the time, and she probably nicked about a good half of that bottle that I had originally from you guys, which I wasn't happy about. But yeah, spot on. You guys nearly every flavor I've tried from you guys has been pretty much spot on. Even when it comes to the cola, you didn't just go for that standard cola flavor that everybody else goes for.
Yeah,
like I say, it was that sort of Entenmann cola taste.
So what do you get from it? A lot of people, I suppose it's an unrefined palate, say it's like a cola bottle sweet. It's so not that in my eyes anyway. It's like it's more of a drink than a sweet. It's not candy at all. There's nothing candy about it.
I generally think that the best way of describing the flavour with that, everyone's probably got, there's Tesco within like at least half a mile of everyone's house these days. You just go down and pick up that glass Fentiman cola and drink that, and that is the type of flavour that reminds me of. Not your standard overly sweet cola bottles or anything like that.
Well, thank you. That's lovely feedback. Thank you very much. I really need it. I needed to find an RDA, otherwise I won't be puffed. You know when you want your tank on, it just won't go.
Oh, I won't find an RDA. Get a build done.
When you're whipping Strife on, go on.
I'll just mute. I'll remove myself from the stream just for a second. Let you guys go.
Oh no, he's left. What do we talk about?
So when's the antidote expanding? What are your next flavour ideas?
Well, I mean, like I said, it's been out now for properly best part of about 3 weeks. So we're still kind of hitting the ground running, letting it sort of settle in, getting the brand out there more than anything. I think that's the most important thing when you've launched a brand, especially this late in the game as well. Like there's already 3 trillion other brands out there with similar flavors and things. I think when I went for the antidote, I did a lot of research along with local shops and shops across the country that we're quite close to, and sort of like what are the most popular flavors. Because the original idea when I went with this range is go for the most popular flavors that people coming off the stinkies are going to potentially go for, or when they're ready to come off the Nick salts, what are they going to go for? Which is where those main 10 flavors, the sort of pilot 10 flavors, came from. But like I said, they're all the fruity ones with no desserts. So I think the next expansion for us eventually will be a dessert, like a sort of desserty range. Not put an awful lot of thought in, but no doubt you'll fire some suggestions through. And then if it really does take off, eventually we'll try and do like a premium range where you go into those really sort of high-end out there flavors, your sort of floral ones and things like that. I think that will be the end game. So we'll have sort of 3 main ranges. Jessie's saying she needs a coffee, coffee flavor.
And I don't know if Peter sent it up, but we did bring out our own coffee.
I saw this. Now, George knew that I didn't get that. So as soon as George managed to get one of them, he was like, look what I got. You ain't got this. I don't know if he's watching, but he'll be giggling away at that. But I did see that. I'm itching to try it, but I'm gonna purchase it. Is it on the website?
It should be on the website. If not, direct messages and we'll just get some sent out for you.
Well, I'd rather buy it. I must admit, because I'd rather support rather than, you know, the people out there that will go, yes, we're close, work close together. It means send me freebies. I don't like that. I'd rather buy it and support. So I will purchase some from the website.
Yeah. See, we're very much like that as well, but we get so excited. It's like, oh, we made a spare one there. There you go. We just love it, man. We love getting creative, and it just fills you with joy, doesn't it? Like,
it's given say, like I say, you've very kindly sent me like the boutique, the Twister. So the same again. I'll fire the new Twister out to you guys. And
yeah, mate, I own your soul now. Where are we at in the comments? I've missed out on so much, man. But yeah, I went to grab my Mac. I do need to do a bit of a drip, you know.
I'm definitely, the more I'm vaping it, I'm definitely getting more of that sort of tropicalness. I'm trying to pick out the flavors that you've used to create that tropicalness.
Do it, try it.
I'm like a nutty professor.
I can't even. It's blended that well that it's just that sort of stereotypical tropical flavor. I'd probably bet my house that there'll be some papaya in there somewhere if Chris has had all to do with it. That's just because we know Chris so well, though, right? It blends so well. It's just that really nice tropical flavor. Like I say, once you've had a good play with it and you've added the sweetener and everything, I'm very excited how this is going to turn out.
Ash, you need to see the world, mate. Just saying.
You know, she's not wrong either. I got a hoodie the other day from Overkill.
Gone now.
It was a nice green hoodie, and as soon as she saw it, she's like, "It's mine." She's like them seagulls off Nemo, like mine.
every relationship's like that. What's yours is mine. What's mine is mine, isn't it? It's just
definitely the case.
If you're in a relationship, you know that they are the rules, so you don't even deny it. You just
happy wife, and all that.
That's it, man. That's it. I'm just while we're on here, just to cause arguments. Do you get it as well, where when you just sit down, that's when you get a job? So you can be busy, go and just soon as before your bums touch that couch, you're on your way down, you get a job.
Or
I get that one just when I'm getting through the door.
I'll be doing the washing up, and just as I'm just on that last plate, and I'm like, yes, I've done it. Amazing. I feel I've done something good with my life today. She'll just bring in like 20 more plates. Yeah, have them as well.
Right, Ash, what I need you to do, mate, is take that bottle down to the lab next time you're there.
Yep.
And you want to put 1 gram of WS23 and 0.8 grams of super sweet.
Well, let me write this down.
It really kicks the fruits out. It's bringing them right home.
And 1 gram of what?
So 1 gram of WS23 and 0.7 grams of... No, hang on, where were we? 1 gram of super sweet and 0.8 grams of WS23. Obviously, I think there's 130 grams in that bottle, so it's not, it's still under the threshold of, that's going to be extremely coil friendly. Assuming
that I don't vape too much of this.
just to suit, it's 1% and 0.8%, isn't it, really? Yeah. About.
Where's the Daegu? George is asking.
The Daegus are downstairs on their heat pads, queening it up like they're just wagging their little tails and playing the game of pancake because there's a heat pad on their tummies.
I can't move them. We've got a little sharp here. He hurt his tail today, so he's in a bit of a strop.
Oh dear.
Someone might have trapped it in the car door.
Oops. Was that you?
No. I felt awful, honestly. As a child, like, my granddad was deaf as a post, right? So as a child, we were all getting out of the car, and he slammed the car door on my finger. Deaf as a post, he went inside, put the telly on, started making a cup of tea. I was there in the middle of the road screaming me out. The flatness of my finger. And I don't even know, because we're just taking him for a walk, and we were just about to get off the driveway and stuff. And obviously, trying to not get him to run on the road, I kind of stepped in the way, and as he came out the car, like, I thought his bum was out, and I just heard a whelp. I was like, no!
Oh dear.
So he's all right. He's not in pain with it, really, but he was at the time. I was like, no. But even if you stand on the dog's paw or something like that, they scream, don't they? And I'm a proper animal lover. I felt so bad.
Yeah. It's horrible, isn't it? It's one of them noises that just goes straight through you as well.
It's like a baby. It's like having one of your babies fall over. It's an awful feeling. But yes, man, I'm just rolling up with the comments. We do know that you've kind of taken a back seat for now. We know that you've taken, but you're always welcome about, mate. But yeah, I hope you come back, man, because it's nice seeing you about, and your little booze reviews and stuff are absolutely wicked. I need Daegu's are lovely. Chris is like the Daegu king, so if you need any advice or anything, just drop Chris a message.
Oh, it's a constant, like, oh, please come and get one. Every time we go to like Pets at Home or anything to get some food for the dragon, they've always got them, like the rats and the rabbits, and they've got a little Daegu section, and she's like, Ash, let's get one, let's get two. You're going to get two, aren't you? You've
got to get two. You've got to get two.
But don't you go somewhere...
I've got a very, very home protected cat at the minute, so I just don't think it's the right environment. She's a right bitch.
I don't know, like, if you go on YouTube and type in Daegu versus cat, you might be quite bemused.
So start taking bets now. Who's going to win?
The Daegus have the most... How can I put it? They always like to win. It doesn't matter what it is, they win. You don't own a Daegu. The Daegu owns you. You're just allowed in the home.
That is stunning. Give that 8 weeks. It's stunning off the belt once you add that.
I'm jealous now that you've added that and now you're getting to taste it.
It's kind of what I wanted it to be a second teaser. Obviously, I know you have access to that, all the ingredients if you need them.
Yeah.
So take that in, 1%, 0.8%, and it will rock your world. But with that 8 weeks, the layering on those creams and those fruity notes are really going to elevate. I mean, it's always going to be cream heavy. You know, you have a twister, the predominant flavour, and that is, you know, the
creams and lemons and limes.
Yeah, and then
a little sneaky bit of jam.
Exactly. And so, you know, when I try and make something, it's got to be a balance of what it should be. You know, I try and be as authentic as you can. It's a dick, not going to lie. I win about Asher the cat.
Oh, it's not about the cat. It's an idiot.
We've
Every
got
time I'm lying, I have to put something in front of the door because she'll just come in and start meowing and just annoy everyone. Yeah. And she'll literally walk to the other end of the house. She'll do that thing where she puts a bum in the air and gives it a bit of a wiggle and just sprint and then just dive into the door to try and open it. And then walks around a bit concussed for a minute and then do it again. So, yeah.
Right, you've got an order for tomorrow. You've got an order for tomorrow as well. You have to go and get a Daegu tomorrow. Isn't there a rehoming service going on, Chris?
Yes. So in the UK, there was 300 Daegus that were really badly looked after, and it was in like one house in just one tiny cage. So you can get you can get them really cheap. It's just a cage, and all the other bits and pieces you need. And to maintain them, it's fairly cheap.
And as much as I am for paying it forward, you know, if you can help something in some way and get it for free, that kind of, you know, ticks your little angel things.
Are you quite loving animals, even like if we go like rehome like a fully grown Daegu?
Yeah. So if you get a fully grown Daegu, like,
would it be welcoming, as I say, or would it be like, I don't know who you are, come near me and I will have your hand?
So these two are my best friends.
Oh, we're going to meet them. We're going to meet them. Is George still here?
Oh, you are getting so much shit tonight. Might as well just put the wig on, Ash. Just saying. Pretend you're someone else. Pretend you're someone else. The amount of shit you're getting.
Hello, princess.
I'm used to it.
You okay? Yes. Yes. This is me. Yes.
So Chris is the Daegu King. He's normally seen wearing 3 of them. And apparently one of them tunes in nightly to my drive times over on the Saturday National. And she sits there intently, just listening.
But yeah, they're ace little animals. And they adore interaction.
Yeah.
And pets and oats. Get a nice big bag of oats, rolled up porridge oats. And they're yours. It's just like, I will do whatever you want. Just give me some oatsies.
Yes,
I don't think I should get a spider. I think that's not going to happen.
I wouldn't be over the moon with a big spider. Like I'm the kind of person that'll just chuck a shoe at one from a distance. They don't really scare us.
I love the way they move. I think spiders are cute.
I'm not a catcher. I'm a killer. I don't catch them. I kill them.
I can't even get close enough to them to do that. They get the Hoover treatment.
Can't you climb out of a Hoover though?
Pardon?
Can't you climb out of that Hoover once?
Well, the Hoover stays on for a good 5 minutes, so
until it's chopped up.
I thought you were about to give us repressed memories of, oh my god, they're plotting. There's more of them.
It's like being in space. So you take them into a vacuum chamber and suck their brains out.
Yeah, that's the trick.
Night, Mr. Spider. But yeah, we're turning the pet show. Obviously, we've got Puli Oz with his tail. We've got Daegu love going on. Ash will be going out tomorrow and buying 50 Daegus.
Most likely.
And our Monk's getting a snake tomorrow.
Right, I'm gonna have to put that away because I'm gonna get this down to the lab ASAP, and I'm gonna play around and put the WS23 and the Super Sweet in. I don't want to, because if I keep going with it, there'll be nothing left to.
The creams are just so nice, but those creams, like I say, give that 8 weeks. None of our liquids are rushed.
Yeah,
I mean, it was a rush to get your sample down, but we wouldn't even dream of releasing that. So that's going to have to wait 8 weeks till it's ready to bottle. and the layering on those creams are just going to knock your socks off, mate. So give that 8 weeks.
Yeah, so that's going to go away, and my other twister's going to come back out. But that, like you say, it's pretty much just off the bat. It's not steeped, and you can already taste the potential that it's got. So, the guys that have sort of follow us, and they've been getting the twister that we've produced, and they're falling in love with it. I think this will have the same effect. Like I say, it's just that other flavour. Like if I'm vaping on my twister and like you get to that point where you're losing the taste, I'll just go and jump on that and you get that different flavour.
Yeah.
You could I'll never have to vape another liquid again. Which
with creams and fruits kind of go
like when people send stuff to review, like, can we send our liquids? I'm like, well, it's not twister. So
to be fair, with this twister, we're probably going to bash it on your side, aren't we? Maybe we're going to aim for putting this on Ash's side.
Yeah.
So you should be able to get it from here, but you'll also be able to get it from Modfather as well.
Well, the Modfather site is finally, after 2.5 years of pestering him, is almost done as well. So it will take pride of place on there as well.
And
if you're happy with
we
it.
have been discussing once this is all done and with the antidote has finally calmed down a bit for you, looking at doing something similar as well. Not a twister though. Got to be something different.
We are getting approached by, can you do a mashup of this? Can you do a mashup of that? Mate, the response we're getting through Live Lounge is insane. But we are very busy, so we have to pick our fights well, and
fair play to you though, guys, because you are pretty much, from what I've seen, the only live people that do this sort of thing. Like, not usually people go live and they'll play the games and they'll do auctions and do reviews and all that stuff, but no one actually just sits there and mixes liquid based on what the viewers are putting forward.
Mate, there are a couple. There's a couple now in the UK.
Really?
I'll see if I can pull them up. Benny Vapes and the UK mixing. They just relabeled it. We were on there a couple of weeks ago, weren't we, Chris? We were on there, but the DIY, that's like aimed at DIY, but it's good to have that. Yeah. There's little to nothing in the UK for DIY e-liquids. There's loads in America, Australia, around the world, Germany. But when it comes to the UK, it took me a while to get to know people, because obviously we just went onto YouTube fresh off the bat. Yeah. We're going to do this thing off the back of COVID, try and connect people. And just look where it's gone. We've been on loads of mixing shows, and it's been lovely. And obviously, Mank, Chris has been on the Mank's show. I was on it, and then
it's great that you can do that as well. You're doing the same thing, but you're still working together. And I think that's what a lot of the groups on Facebook, unfortunately, they've lost that sort of comradeship and stuff like that. I would like to know that. Oh God, is he? Who let him in?
But yeah, the YouTube crew, like the YouTube people, are genuinely really nice, man. They're really, really nice people.
Well, it's good to see. It's good to see, because, like I said, a lot of the Facebook groups have lost that. They've instead of working together, it's always like
I know,
war all the time. It's a political nightmare.
I don't know. I'm like the Michael Jackson gif with a popcorn just.
But we have got flavours out there on, I'm going to put them all on the forum, but they are on ALR and stuff like that under Live Lounge Liquids. Yep. So if we do have any mixes in the house or come in or want to get into mixing, tell us what you want. Do you want an introduction into mixing? We can do that. Do you want, the different flavours reviewing and stuff? There is stuff out there, and there's already really nice content out there, and is it DIY or Die? They do a noted section, so if anyone is interested in flavours, and there's 1,000 strawberries out there, head over to Noted on DIY or Die. But if you want to see something like that from us, and you want our take, because not everyone's take's the same, is it?
Yeah. I think it'd be wicked, mate. I think it'd be amazing to see, because I think a lot of people out there, it sort of becomes that sort of next step in the sort of hobbyist lifestyle that vaping sort of becomes, and you'll get a lot of people that will just go for the convenience of, I'll just go and buy a bottle of liquid, and then they find, like, you I don't know if you're allowed to mention company names, but I'm just going to do it anyway. But like, they find like your Flavor Boss, your Brews Bros, your Drip Packs, and they think, oh, that's DIY. I put VG into this pre-mixed PG, and I've done DIY, I've made my own liquid, and then they find out that actually you can buy the concentrates and really make your own flavour. I think a lot of people don't even realise that it is doable. You don't have to be this big company to be able to get all the concentrates and stuff. So I think a lot of people would genuinely be interested in that.
I mean, if anyone was on here and wanted to get some straight away, I'd say head over to Chef's Flavours, probably. chefsflavours.co.uk. They have just a really nice assortment of flavours on there, and that's where we get a lot of our stuff wholesale. You know, we get a lot of stuff from, we use wholesalers from everywhere.
I'm just reading Hankey's comment there.
Around the bloody globe. But if it's the UK, we try and head to Chefs. You know, Nevins is a decent blow.
Yeah.
There's some brilliant mixes in the UK. Absolutely brilliant. So yeah, if you're in the UK, head over to Chefs. Is it Nom Noms is pretty good as well? Nom Noms. We just put an order in there the other day, and Nom Noms. Chris doesn't know about this order I put in the other day, but it went in the other day. So we have the eyes, the burning eyes. What are you doing? What are you doing? But it's only a little one, Chris. It was only a little one. They had a bit of a sale on, so there's like some concentrates on there for about 70 pence.
All good then.
all good. Just 10 milliliters, but you know it's all good. And
just let me know if I have to transfer any to the kitty.
We're good, mate. We're good on the kitty. I mean, I don't do money, do I? So we all know the story behind that, but we're not going into that. But
no, it's just we share that debit card, don't we? Which is on my name.
We do. Yeah, we do. So what basically if there are any out of date flavours and they're on sale, you know, someone was talking to me about that the other day. You know, what if it's like coming towards the best of it? You know, it's going to lose some potency. It's not going to be bad. It's going to lose some potency. I wouldn't put them in a commercial mix, but if it's a flavour I've wanted to try for a long time, instead of using it at 0.8, I'd maybe use it at 1%. Just increase the potency a little bit, then you should get full effect of what it should be like. You know, so it's the perfect time to grab them. So if you see any out-of-date concentrates, I mean, I'm not saying like 3-4 years here. I'm saying like 2 or 3 months. They're still going to last for a year. Then go and get them for your 70 pence, your 60 pence, just to try that flavour. Rather than spending £2.50 on a 10 miller, you can get one for 70 pence. And it's not only helping your flavour stash out, it's also helping a company get rid of the stuff that, you know, that they need to refresh. So it's definitely worth doing. So yeah.
Have you seen the comment from Hanky Panky Peter?
No.
He's threatening to hug Ash.
Oh,
mine. He's mine.
Mate, there'll be a fight. I'm just telling you. I'll be the drag Chris off.
I might just get like a booth at Expo, you know, like a kissogram or something. Pay £5 off me.
How much do I have to start saving now?
Yeah.
Hang on, this is getting rude. This is getting bad here, man. Now George is saying.
This is it. Oh.
These home chasers, they are so good, man.
He does some wicked work.
Mate, he's an artist.
He very kindly sent me some of those Celtic braids. You know, you helped me get hold of, Chris, and genuinely my heart kind of broke the day that they all went wrong. Because they didn't go wrong. Kids. That's all I'm going to say. I was putting some more cotton in, and you'll know how brittle them things are. They're so flexible with the ribbon that they made within that. And as I was putting my cotton in, I was being super gentle, and Jake just came in the little bulldozer that he is and knocked me, and I went, ugh! And it just, the cold just went, it's just like, no. Because they were beautiful. He's an absolute mastermind when it comes to coils, that guy. Oh, we've lost. We have
Pete. Indeed.
So again, take over. It's ours now. Kick him off. Who's Pete?
So let's just throw in about antidote then. So while he's not here, no one can stop us.
Yeah.
What's been the best flavour, Len, for sales? What is everyone reaching out for?
Oh, wait, it's the Twister. So I mean, a lot of the people that have been ordering it recently are the people that have sort of followed me with Modfather and everything. So they've seen just how much I've fallen in love with Twister, and then we were able to bring it out in the Modfather range. And obviously, with it being my baby, it was the Twister that we've created stemmed from a guy that we used to know. He deserves a lot of the credit because he originally sent me the original sort of recipe for it, which was Matty. He's not in the vape game anymore, unfortunately. But he sort of entrusted me with that. It's sort of when, you know, like the nana of the family has that secret recipe that no one's allowed to know. And then when the time comes, like, I'm handing this down to you. So like I said, everyone that's followed me has always followed the fact that I fell in love with this Twister flavour. So that's been the one. This has been the flavour that everyone reaches out for. But the passion fruit people seem to love quite a lot. That seems to be a popular one. And also the blue raz, because I think everyone deep down loves a bit of blue raz. Reach out. Everyone, Ashley's getting all the love tonight. I think I'm just going to do lives with you guys from now on.
You should.
I get nothing but hatred on mine.
What?
New territory, isn't it? People have been very well behaved. But yeah, it's been absolutely mint going through this with you, man.
It's an absolute pleasure, mate, to even be given the opportunity to work with you guys on this. Like I say, it was an idea that was put out to me. Well, God, how long ago was it now? I mean, it just goes to show how much time and effort you put into stuff. Like, it's not just let's make this liquid, let's bang it together and just get it out. You know, it's a timely process, which I think a lot of people that do make juice, it is just that case of make a flavour, get it out ASAP. Whereas, like you say, you put all this time and effort and the love into it, and it comes through in the flavour. You know, there's not much more you can say about it. It's spot on, mate. You know, and even like you say, you just send the tester out at the first place. It's not the finished product, and like you say, you're open to constructive advice on it, which is again the main thing. There's a lot of people out there that will make something, someone will go, "Oh, I don't like that," and then they'll just be like, "Well, I'm never talking to you again. Where's that block them, kick them off."
I'm insulted. You insult me. But yeah, there's no room for that when you're like kind of in the creative setting. You kind of go, "Oh no, that's kind of hurt my feelings," you know. But definitely go back to the lab. I'd put things in at those percentages and then just wait for that transformation, and then you're going to have to be really patient with it.
Well, I'll be making a phone call as soon as I get on this live. Well, I'm in demand tonight because as soon as I jump off this, I'm jumping onto the Overkill live tonight because he's doing a big draw for his charity tonight with a bit of a monster raffle that he's done. But as soon as I get a break, I'm gonna make a phone call to get down to the lab and do that mix.
Excellent stuff. But yeah, once it's done, try and put a 50ml bottle somewhere away for 8 weeks, mate.
I'll try.
Yeah,
it's going to be a week and it's gone.
Yeah, but it is as good. You know, you could easily smash that bottle once you do those adjustments. You will be able to smash that bottle in and think not more of it. But if you want the most out of it, you know, at the point where we would release it and bottle it, then you're going to have to wait those 8 weeks.
So, like, you're in the position where you've been able to add them now. So, are you vaping that? You're vaping that as we speak, yeah. So, do you think that they were the right numbers to add, or do you think it's going to take a few more weeks to let the flavors settle more? And because it's hard to say when it's like you've got a finished product, haven't you? You've got a fully steeped bit there.
Yeah.
He's a cheater.
I do have the fully steeped mix, and it's special. It is absolutely special, and you will thank me for just being an absolute arse breaker and saying put that aside for 5 weeks. Yeah, 5 to 8 weeks.
Well, I think, like I said, I am going to be quite strict myself, but I think I'll revisit it like at least once a week and just like I say, go through that steeping journey with it and just see how it progresses and sort of evolves with time. Like I say, when we do get to mannequin,
I'm putting these comments on. I'm putting these comments. Whenever I say something funny, it just goes up. I'm sorry. Yeah. This is how we roll. If it's funny, you're getting airtime. I don't care. You're getting airtime.
If I get back into my knitting game, I'll make a little Ash mannequin. I'll show on a live when you're on here.
It could be the new merch range, yeah.
Well, yes, guys, it's been an absolute delight. I'm going to head off, get these little kiddies to bed. And yeah, just stay patient. Try. Like I say, put half away, do the adjustments, put half away 8 weeks, and just bash the rest in every day and just enjoy, mate. But yeah, like I say, absolutely great having everybody in on the chat. everybody in, obviously you guys. Has anyone got anything to say?
I mean, again, just thank you for letting me be part of this. You know, it's good, like you say, you don't just approach anyone, so it means a lot that you've come to us to do this with and pay homage to the Twister flavour. It's like I say, I'm really excited to see how it's going to come along. To be honest,
Chris, do you want to say your 90 buys?
Tatty fluffs, everyone. Bye.
and it's a goodbye from me as well, guys. I'll just Chris, roll the VT. It's always nice having someone here. Here we go. See you all soon. Stay safe.
Guys.
Get over the forum, and you'll probably see a little way from us because I always end it wrong. It's a bit. And just, I don't want, just on the back of this, I hope everyone has a great Easter. If you're not religious, if you're not, I don't want to get into that shit, but just have a nice chocolate bar, do whatever you can, just stay happy, stay safe, and have a great one. I'll probably catch you over on the Facebook, guys. See you in a bit,
See you later.